What's up YouTube, Lightning 2288, Rich here with another haul video, and just a big shout out to Hero Hunter, Mercenaut, Kurgan Wins, Spidey Fan 78CT, been in contact with those guys over the phone, really cool guys, love talking to them, texting back and forth, just love getting all the knowledge I can from those guys. And actually me and Chris, Spidey Fan 78CT, have been recently playing Call of Duty on Xbox, and we totally got our asses kicked, but I think it has something to do with us not paying attention. We actually were just basically talking about comics the whole time. But anyways, in this haul, I'm going to show quite a few books. So the rest of these Strange Tales books are basically from my last Craigslist haul that I did not show. I'm just going to throw them in this video, so I got quite a few books. A story or two. Basically, I don't know if a lot of you guys remember what my family did to me about my one of my packages that came in, act like it was stolen. Finally got some payback Friday, last night actually, and I'll get into that as we get into the video. But here's all the next probably like 10 to 12 books were books that were still within that Craigslist haul that I did not show. And the first one is Doctor Strange 166. No big deal, but I'm a big Silver Age fan, so, and another beautiful cover by Dan Atkins, another really cool artist. Strange Tales 164. This is a cover by Dan Atkins as well. First appearance of the giant slug and Yandroth, which I have no idea. Just actually did research this time, but there's actually two first appearances in this. And I've been getting some PMs, no more hate. I haven't been getting any hate lately, which is a good thing, but I gotten some PMs just asking me questions. I had a couple actually. I might as well answer them because I just don't like, writing long paragraphs back and forth with each other, and I'm not that articulate when it comes to writing, so, but I'd rather explain it. So some of the questions was, I had one guy said he's new to collecting, and he's only been collecting for like a year, and he loves Silver Age, and he watched my last video, and he asked me basically what I do to get these hits. And I need to explain to everybody, guys, it's not just like every time I get a hit on Craigslist, I hit gold. It's time and effort. You guys have to put the time and effort into doing it. You have to put ads up at least weekly. And you definitely have to anybody that contacts your email, or even if you put your number down as a contact, you have to be in touch with these people on a constant basis. And it's just time and effort and a little bit of luck at the same. But you ain't gonna find collections if you don't put in the effort. Let me just Strange Tales 161. This is another. This is really cool, and it's like another artist I really need to start getting into. This is Jim Steranko. Really beautiful, and these are all decent shape for the age, especially since they were all in Ziploc bags. But like I said, and then another question was, how much did I pay for the last Craigslist haul? And I'm not going to say what I paid or how did I come up with the amount to offer. And I think, I guess it's hard to explain, but if you're a new collector getting into comics right now, it's going to be really tough for you guys to get key issues, especially with every single book being just outrageously expensive now. I mean, just anything. I mean, new books coming out are coming at a $20, $25 clip. So, like I said, for me, I think like people like a Mercenaut or Carter or Hero Hunter, Clint, Vin Crew, my buddy Omega Shin, James, it's easier for us to do the Craigslist thing because, or especially for me, because I've been collecting for so long, I got a majority of the key issues. So if I find a lot of doubles, triples, or whatever, extra copies of a key issue within a collection that I already have, I'm going to flip it. I already have it in my mind that I'm going to flip it and make my money back and keep whatever else is left. So for a new collector going in and wanting to pick up like a huge collection, you're going to spend some money and you're not going to recoup any of it because you're wanting to keep majority of the key issues. So I don't know if that helped at all, but like I said, it's just for new collectors. I mean, if you want to pick up a big collection, but you guys have to be willing to spend the money as well. I mean, $200-$300 book. I mean, $200-$300 comic books in a collection. You're not going to get it for $40, especially Silver. I spent quite a bit on it, but just to let you know, I already made all my money back. Actually, I made about $100 more than what I put into it. So I'm real happy about that. But like I said, guys, if you try Craigslist, put in the time and effort. Definitely see every collection. Every collection's worth seeing. You know, I know some people say, well, all they show is 90s, but you guys have to remember, 90s books. Here, let me get to the next one. You guys get bored of the same book. This is Strange Tales 159, and this is another beautiful Jim Steranko cover, and I just love when two heroes are on the cover fighting. First appearance, Contessa Valentina. She was actually an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. throughout the Silver Age, and she was actually Nick Fury's girlfriend. And the first appearance is Sidney Levine. He was like basically like a tech nerd that created, like, you know, special gadgets for Nick Fury. So I thought that was pretty cool, you know. Like I said, I still like those insignificant little small keys, but keys nonetheless, and we're all about the key issues. And like I said, about 90s collections, and I don't even collect, basically. I don't collect modern. But I still go see these collections because I do recognize covers of what other YouTubers show and what's going out, what's worth the pickup out there. You never know. There's still 90s books worth the pickup. You know, I found a New Mutants 98. Me and James found New Mutants 98. You know, I've seen Vin Crew. I think he found his Batman Adventures 12 in a Craigslist haul. So they're still worth the look. And, you know, especially with those type of books, I think you could actually really have a good chance of finding them in a huge Craigslist like haul or listing or whatever collection. So that'll be a wrap about the Craigslist. But like I said, guys, just, you know, it's due diligence, and just, you know, you keep trying and eventually you hit. And especially with the way the market's going, or the comic book market anyways, everything's overpriced. This is probably the first time in probably like a couple weeks I don't got one thing on my eBay watch list. I don't got nothing I'm searching for. I'm doing the Craigslist thing there. I'm avoiding Frankensteins, which I do. There's, you know, a huge stack. The stack I'm about to show does have a lot of Frankensteins, but that was from like about a month ago. But I'm just sick and tired of like everything being just outrageously expensive, and the dealers know it. Now I see the prices they're asking for books, so I have no qualms about beating them to collections now. But like I said, you know, and another thing, let me get Doctor Strange 156. Another beautiful, I believe Jim Steranko cover as well. Nothing, no key, no minor appearance or nothing like that, but still, just a beautiful cover. Another artist that is just freaking awesome. And another thing, when you want to come up with prices to offer people, you need to know prices of every book, and that's the thing I did for a long time, is I just study what they sell for on eBay. I don't go by buy now. I never do. I believe a lot of people do buy nows, or they go by the buy now price. I don't. I look up recently sold, and I you know, and you need to know every grade. You need to know what the price of a good goes for, a price of a VG, because when you pick up a huge collection, if you pick up Silver Age, you're not picking up a collection that's all 8 to 90 copies. You need to know what those books are going for, and that's basically how I do it. I knew when I looked at my last Craigslist collection, before I made the offer, I knew what keys were in there, or a majority of them, and I knew off the bat I was on a damn near break even, just off a few books. So basically, guys, I sold 11 books, made my money back, and kept the other 235 books, plus the key issues like Iron Man 1, first appearance of Captain Marvel. I kept all those. So basically broke even and was able to keep everything else. That's how I do it. And you have to think, as a dealer, you know, they would make all their money off those key issues, and they would ask a lot more than what I asked for. And the Silver Age fillers, you know, they're going to ask $5 to $10 per issue in their boxes. So with 200 Silver Age books, if you get $5 for each one, I mean, that's quite a bit of money right there. That's $1,000. So like I said, just make sure you do your research on all the pricing of every grade, and just know it. Just remember it. You need to know what a VG goes for, a fine goes for. So if you do happen to make an offer, knowing that you'll be able to make your money back. Unless you're a new collector getting into it, you might just take the hit. As long as you get all the keys in one shot, that's cool too. But for me, I've been collecting for so long, I got so many key issues that now when I do find these collections, I'm going to damn near try to make my money back every time and keep whatever else is left over. Strange Tales 142. This one was pretty cool. I thought it's a Stan Lee Jack Kirby issue. So, you know, anything they collaborate on, I'm like all aboard. Strange Tales 141. And this is a Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. And it has a couple of first appearances. I don't know, not big. There's first appearance of Mentalo. I don't know if I'm even saying that right. The first appearance of the Fixer, who later becomes a member of the Thunderbolts. So, I mean, that might be pretty significant. Like I said, that's more out of my league of expertise, because I know Thunderbolts is more of a newer, modern type comic. So, like I said, but still, nonetheless, a key issue. And this cover, I don't know, there's just something about this cover I really like. This is Strange Tales 139. And this is a Stan Lee story. Jack Kirby did the cover, and Steve Ditko did the penciling. So I thought that was really, really cool. Let me get some of these books out of the way. Strange Tales 137. And this is just Stan Lee, Jack Kirby collaboration as usual, but still a cool cover though. Really like it. I'm just glad. I don't know if you see that in the camera. I'm having problems with my camera lately, problem uploading, all kinds of crap. But cool cover. And this is actually the last key I did find within that last Craigslist. It was in the last Ziploc bag I went through, and I was super stoked to find it. And I actually said in that video that I completed all the 68 issues. I consider this part of it. And I actually did find it. It was like in the last Ziploc bag. This is Iron Man and the Submariner one-shot, #1. Really cool book. And like I said, I mean, you can see the browning on it, but it's still, to me, probably like a fine copy. It's overall decent shape, and I'm just happy to have it. And like I said, it's another book that I didn't have to pay for. I made all my money back, so basically this book was free. And the rest of the books, I believe, are from Frankensons and a trade with my buddy. I did it, the last big book, and I'm not showing a lot of big books this time, guys. I'm getting to the point where I'm slowing down. I think, you know, Clint said it. A few people have said it. Since Christmas is around the corner, I'm really have to like cut back my buying. So, you know, like I said, hopefully around the New Year's I'll get back like heavy into it. And like I said, I'm not on the pass up on like collections if they're a good deal. You know, if I see something for a good deal, I'm going to swipe it up. But like I said, the rest of these books, most of these books are going to be from Frankensons from probably about 3 to 4 weeks ago. And this one, I mean, it's not in the greatest condition, but shit, I wasn't going to leave it for $1. I actually found this in the dollar box. I mean, yeah, you can see what it is. It's probably like a 5.0, and that's probably being generous. It's a little browning, but I mean, like I said, for $1, I'm definitely not going to pass it up. And some more insignificant keys. Teen Titans #19. And these are cool covers. I believe this is Nick Hardy, but that's a really cool cover. This is where Speedy actually joins the Teen Titans, and this is where Aqualad quits the team. So like I said, pretty, I mean, not a major key, but to me still, you know, a significant key issue nonetheless. And this is a cover I really thought was really cool. I was glad to find it. I actually got it more for the cover. This is a Teen Titans #4. And this is the first time Speedy made an appearance in the Teen Titans series. So like I said, not nothing big, but still something out there. You know, it's still a minor key and relatively cheap. God knows. You know, I think every book's expensive now. It's actually I ain't gonna lie, guys. It's kind of pissing me off. But you know, that's why I think I've been talking to like some of my buddies and stuff, and just like they're all, you know, giving it up for a while, and hopefully the market kind of stabilizes or, you know, slows down a little bit, because every book I want, to be honest, it's like $75 or higher, and I don't see a lot of the books that I'm trying to go for should be worth that much, so I'm just really going to calm down for a while. This is Teen Titans #3. Kind of corny. This is a first appearance of the Titan helicopter. But like I said, you know, I'm into that kind of stuff. Anything to do with comics, the history of it, I'm all aboard. And, I'm trying to run through this video because my videos go so long, and the problem with YouTube uploading, so I'm just trying to run through the video. Let me get to like I said, my kids, my wife, they played a practical joke on me about a month ago, and they act like a book was stolen and whatever, let me sit around for 3-4 hours pissed off at the world, and finally brought the book out. So last night, and I've been waiting, I took my time with this. Me and my wife's not a drinker. I mean, every Friday I'll grab a couple beers, drink or whatever, you know, and just relax. She wanted to try some Fireball. I don't know if you guys know that. It's like whiskey. So she ended up doing a few shots last night, having a few wine coolers. And she's drunk off her ass. So, you know, whatever. So I take her upstairs, and she passes out. So That's where I took my opportunity to get back at her. So what I did was I went through her makeup bag while she was sleeping, went over, turned the light on, and she's out. She's not moving, nothing. Because usually she's a light sleeper, but she was drunk off her ass, so she was out. So I tried to do Heath Ledger. It really didn't come out that well, but I thought it was pretty cool. And I usually get up before her in the morning. So she slept. It was a bad. I'm no artist whatsoever. I tried to do a Heath Ledger Joker. It just came out really bad. It just looked like a whole bunch of shit just clumped onto her face. But anyways, I thought it was funny. So I took some pics of her and stuff. And I get up before she does in the morning. And I'm downstairs watching TV. And I know about this. She gets up about the same time every morning. I sent her a couple of pics. And I heard her yelling, and she started cussing and shit. And you know what? Right now, it's like around 6 o'clock, and she hasn't talked to me since. All she said was she's going to get me back, which I don't understand. I just got her back for what they did to me, so how is that fair? We're just going to keep going back and forth, but whatever. All I know is I'm going to be expecting it this time, so it ain't going to happen. Like I said, I got my wife back, and let me get to the next book, and I got my son back, and I'll get to that in a minute. This is Brave and the Bold 62. This is, the first Silver Age appearance of Wildcat, which I think is going to make an appearance in the Arrow show. And the first appearance of the Golden Age Huntress. I don't know if that's that significant, but like I said, a key nonetheless. And I'm glad to get this, finally. It's a Batman key. I'm all about the Batman stuff. This is Detective Comics 441. First appearance of Sergeant Bullock, or Harvey Bullock's first appearance, but I think he's only called Sergeant Bullock in this issue. Like I said, I think you can see the crease up there in that upper right corner, but other than that, the spine's in pretty good. I mean, it's overall pretty good shape. I only paid $15 for it, so real happy. And sorry I'm not mentioning price on every book, guys. I don't know, I'm just out of it right now. I'm not feeling too well, and I just wanted to get this video out. And the next book... And this is, like I said, guys, all from Frank & Sons. This is Batman 361. And this is another Harvey Bullock key. But I believe this is where they actually call him Harvey Bullock. So this one is his first appearance, but they only mention him as Sergeant Bullock. And this is where they actually call him Harvey Bullock. And this book was only, I believe, like $3. So real happy to find that. Like I said, all about the Batman stuff. And this is Batman 417. First appearance of KG Beast. You know, the funny thing is, I don't know much about this character at all. I've never read I need to read this book, actually. Yeah, it's part 1 of 4, so I definitely need to read this book and find out more about him. But like I said, I mean, this book actually cost me, I believe it was $7, which I think I might have overpaid, because I think this is something you could probably find in like a $1, $2 bin, but whatever. Trying to get all those Batman keys. And this is a book I think is getting pretty hot now. This is Detective Comics 345. First appearance of Blockbuster, which is supposedly somehow connected to the Suicide Squad movie. So I don't know. You know, I like Batman, so I picked it up. And I knew about this book for a while. James had this for a while. But I just like having the old detective. You know, anything Silver Age, especially when it comes to Batman, Superman, stuff like that. I'm really all about the Silver Age. This is a book I think it's actually getting up there in price. World's Finest 156. This is the first appearance of Bizarro Batman, and I'm still looking for all those Bizarro first type appearances, like Bizarro's Lois Lane, you know, all that crap. So, like I said, but this book's actually pretty pricey now. I see it, probably like a VG Plus to find minus copy on eBay recently sold for about $30. So like I said, I think you can find this in the wild still relatively cheap, so definitely worth the pickup. Anyways, let me get to how I got my son back. Nothing big. I remember on the video when I told the story about them doing that with my comic book. I had a fellow YouTuber, I think his name's Chad KWDL. Sorry if I got that wrong. He said basically, you know what, when he takes a shower, just throw a bucket of ice water over the shower curtain. Or the shower door or whatever. Well, we got a shower curtain, so. But, well, I did that, but what I did was he stays up so damn late. But for some reason, last night he was tired, but he always takes a shower before he goes to bed. So, and the cool thing about it is he takes a shower and he blasts his music. So he has like his little iPad thing in there and he's blasting music or whatever. And as soon as I heard, and he takes like 30-minute shower, so I had plenty of time. I had to pick the lock, and I didn't have a bucket. I had an ice chest full of ice water. So I kind of volunteered him for the ice bucket challenge. So basically, when he was taking a shower, I stood on the toilet with this fucking ice chest, man. I mean, it was heavy as shit, and I put it over the shower curtain and just dumped it all over him. It was funny as hell. He literally almost fell out of the bathtub, so I went running out. So now I got two of the three culprits back. I still need to get my daughter, but it's funny, my son and my wife haven't talked to me all day. But oh well, payback's a bitch. But guys, give me a hint or give me some. I need to get my daughter back, but I can't just be that raw with her, like, you know, painting her face all up or throwing ice water at her, because she's only 12. If you guys have any idea how to get a 12-year-old girl back, please leave in the comments below. I would appreciate it. I need some ideas. So, anyways, Justice League 63. Beautiful, beautiful cover. I love this cover. This is Mike Sekowsky, another very underrated artist. Nothing key to it, but like I said, Silver Age Justice League can't go wrong. Let me see here. This is Action Comics 396, cover by Infantino and Murphy Anderson. Beautiful cover. No key to it either. And this next one, like I said, guys, get the Neil Adams stuff. This is a blah 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 blah. This is a Action Comics 365. Oh wait, you know what? This ain't even a Neil Adams cover. I think this is actually a Kurt Swan. Sometimes I can't tell. Oh well. Like I said though, Action Comics still Silver Age. Now I know for a fact this one's Neil Adams. This is Action Comics 363. It's a beautiful cover. Anything Neil Adams does, guys, just pick it up. Check that out. And like I said, all these Superman books, I believe, were like between $5 to $8, and ranging from like, you know, like probably like a Fine Plus to like VG Plus. Except, you know, these so far, but then I get into even older books. This is Action Comics 292, and like I said, besides Neil Adams, huge Kurt Swan fan. Beautiful Kurt Swan cover. No key, no minor key to it, but like I said, anything, guys, don't neglect picking up Silver Age filler books, because like I said, you know what? You have to think about in 20, 25 years what all these filler Silver Age books are going to be worth, you know? I mean, if you guys are thinking about investing and stuff like that, regardless of if they're VGs, fines, I understand people want high grade, but in 20, 25 years, these VGs, they're going to be worth something. I don't care for that, but I know a lot of people do, but just don't underestimate the Silver Age filler books. They're still worth the pickup. And this is Action Comics 270. And this is another beautiful Kurt Swan cover. And like I said, you know, with Supergirl being high, guess there she is. You know, people buying stuff for the covers and stuff, like, you know, Deadpool, man. I see Deadpool everywhere now. It's getting ridiculous. Let me get these out of the way. Action Comics 256. Another beautiful Kurt Swan cover. And Kurt Swan did a lot of work on Superman. If you guys don't know who he is, definitely look him up. Definitely check out some of his artwork. Very, to me, still an underrated. I mean, everybody, you know, talks about Neil Adams, Steve Ditko, Jack Kirby, you know, even Gil Kane, you know, I mean, they get, you know, Jim Lee, Todd McFarlane, but man, Kurt Swan is one of the icons, to me, in my opinion, in the industry, and you can't go wrong with anything he does. And this is blah, 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 blah. Adventure Comics 382. This is a cool one. This is Kurt Swan and a Neil Adams cover. Really like this cover. That's basically why I got it for you. As you can see the little 15 written right there in like marker. But like I said, I don't care. As long as I get most of my books pretty cheap, I'm happy with. Adventure Comics 299. Another beautiful Kurt Swan, Jerry Siegel collaboration. Really cool cover as well. And this is the oldest one I got out of Frank & Sons. This is Adventure Comics number 234. Nothing big, but like I said, Kurt Swan did this one as well. Really cool cover. And the last three books, the last two, or the first two I'm going to show right now, I got at a local shop I found out about. And it was weird. I found these in their boxes for relatively cheap, yet, here, I'll get to it. First one is a New Gods #2, beautiful Jack Kirby cover, and I believe this is the first appearance of Darkseid on a cover. So like I said, I don't know how much they're going for. This one cost me $10, and it's in really nice shape, so real happy to find this one. And then I found this one for $20. I mean, it's a little bit browning. The corners are alright. It has a smudge on it, though. But this is Forever People #1. I believe it's the first full appearance of Darkseid. As you can see right here, there's a little, like, smudge. I don't know what that is. But other than that, I mean, for $20, I'm definitely not going to pass up, you know, on a book like that, of that caliber. And the book I traded, and guys, I don't know if you've seen my, not the last Craigslist, the one before that. I ended up getting an Evil Ernie #1. I know a lot of you guys wanted to work something out and trade, and I'm sorry, guys, but I could not pass up on this trade. It's a fellow guy, it's a guy me and Omega know, and we work with. And he used to collect with us pretty heavy, but he just kind of got out of it. I guess he kind of got sick of the prices or whatnot. But he found out I got the Evil Ernie 1, and he offered up a trade. And I think I got the better end of it. But he accepted the trade. I would have gave him more, but this this is a Jimmy Olsen 134. Beautiful, beautiful, high grade copy. I mean, there might be like maybe one little tick right here, but other than that, the cover is freaking nice. I mean, this book right now is expensive as shit, and I'm just happy to get it. And you know, when we did the trade, because he came over, and when we did it, he was happy, but I felt bad, so I did end up giving him like the first appearance of Havoc and stuff, because I felt bad, like, you know. But like I said, he had 2 copies of this anyways. But definitely happy to get this, guys. And oh, and one other thing, I want to thank all you guys. I just passed 700 subscribers, and I just really appreciate everything. And I will do a contest video. I might throw some Silver Age stuff together and throw a contest video, but I don't want to do one right now because there's so many. And you know, like I said, I don't want to interfere with anybody else's contest video right now. And like I said, guys, I don't know when my next haul is going to be. What I'm going to do is, I do my videos every 2 weeks. And I definitely, I'm not going to have a haul. My next video in 2 weeks, I'm going to do my entry for my boy Clint Hero Hunters contest. And then I'm going to have 2 videos in December, basically highlighting like a collection update vid, and I'm just going to show every key. Like the first video in December will be every key of Marvel I have, and then I'll end the year with every DC key I have. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. And then once New Year, once Christmas is over and everything is taken care of, I'm telling you guys, next year I'm coming out with a tear. I'm going after major keys now. But like I said, thanks again for all the subs, all the support. I appreciate it a lot, and lightning out.